Hello there. And I'm Vanessa.
We are late to the party and we are trudging forward through what we do in the shadows. And apparently FX is okay with us doing reactions so far.
Yes, they have not blocked or, taken any monetization from us, and it's been going good. So hopefully we can keep doing this because what we do in the shows is fantastic, and we want to share our love for it with you and our reaction to all the episodes, like if we are hanging out.
And it's cool because a lot of you guys are out there looking for reactions to this show, and there aren't really that many, at least when it comes to some of the more known channels. So we're happy we could be the ones to usher in through season 2 with you guys with our reactions. So let's take a look at episode 3. I think it's the Super Bowl.
Yes.
Yes.
The Superb
Owl.
Superb Owl.
Let's get into episode 3 of season 2 now.
We have been invited to a highly exclusive event at our neighbor Sean's Superb Owl party.
Vampires have huge respect for owls. They don't give a hoot where they dump their scat.
The party we're going to is celebrating the superb owl. Do you think we're going to get to touch its little beak?
Depends what mood he's in.
Yeah, I know it's a Super Bowl party.
That's the owl's egg.
Also, I didn't try all that hard.
I love how Colin's just along for the ride, but he knows.
Yeah, but he's, any opportunity to drain that energy.
That's true.
Remember, no killing at this superb owl party.
Super Bowl.
Out of respect for our good friend and host, Sean.
Hey, you guys made it. Nadja, Nandor, my man Laz, Dilbert-looking guy. Oh,
You're showing the one they saw on the street in season 1 with the Baron.
Yeah, I think so. Forgets everything that
Could you run to the shop right and grab it?
why don't you go catch it somewhere else?
Loves it.
Always something with this one. Hey, come on in. Listen, we're sort of a no-shoes household, so...
I'm not taking my shoes off for anyone.
Stupid, I don't know why I always do that. Doesn't mean that I'm destined to be this vampire killer. I'm sure that somewhere along the line there was an amazing baker. But does that make me an amazing baker? Actually, I am a really, really good baker. Oh no.
Yeah.
The thing with motion smoothing, you want it on for sporting events, but off for TV and movies.
They want the owl. So, do you have any knowledge of the owl's temperament tonight?
The other wives are having a little powwow in the kitchen.
Sean has more wives?
I wish.
Excuse me?
Not like they were vampires or something.
Look what they did with the audio there.
Yeah.
Occupado?
Yes, we are just taking a nice shit together.
I'll come back.
I think we need to...
What, whack him?
Yes.
Oh no.
No, if we whack him, we'll have to whack everybody. Good old double hypnosis.
Yeah.
Mosquito collectors of the tri-state area. Beep, beep, beep. Nerd alert. I'm kidding. They are nerds, though. They're probably virgins.
Sourcing food.
What makes you so interested in mosquito collecting, son?
You guys are the ones at the mosquito club. Just...
What about other creatures that drink human blood?
Oh.
Vampires?
You said that, not me. Do evil blood-sucking vampires sicken you?
I love that Craig's in this.
Yeah, I want to throw up right now.
Well, brother, you've come to the right place. Come on, guys, he's worthy, like we practiced. Huh?
We even took Guillermo to stumble into a freaking vampire hunter's
Yep.
lair.
Makes sense though, mosquitoes. They like to suck blood.
Hunters.
Actually, you're the first person we got to do that cool reveal for.
Wow.
Oh no.
Great joke, assholes. We were just saying what a beautiful house you have.
Oh, you guys want a tour? Yeah, sure. So these steps were built by my Uncle Fulvio in 2011.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Why don't we wait till
If they win.
She
did it on the same day as my
Big
sister's
Brother.
funeral.
These poor women, they take a lovely, handsome chap from the street. In the blinks of an eye, he becomes a big, lazy sack of shit. So sad.
All right. Who needs some more wine? I think that this.
Oh, what kind of movie are you making? There's a camera.
You should get back up.
It's you.
Oh, no.
It's you. I used to see you sitting up in a tree. You transformed yourself into a cat. You taught me the dance of the ancient soothsayer.
I'm so sorry about your brain. Oh yeah, everything she's saying is completely true.
That's a
She
good
was not
cat.
to jump. I used to pin her to the ceiling for hours. She cried and cried. She used to be such a cute little fresh-faced girl. But now she just looks like an elephant's knee.
Okay, don't make me sorry.
Largest collection of Ocean's 12 memorabilia. Brad Pitt's tinted sunglasses from when he first meets Scott Conn bobblehead, mint condish. Yeah, it's like they did some decent world in Ocean's 12.
You need to fucking stop talking about the sea.
I was just joking. You're not vampires. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, how are you doing this? Where the wires? How are you doing that?
I'm thinking maybe he didn't know. Now we definitely
Hey,
should.
you have to.
Oh, fuck. Vampires are real.
Let the double hypnosis commence.
What happened?
Quite all right, Sean.
But who's Sean?
Shit. He's forgotten everything.
What are some of the terms we use?
The universe has been trying to tell me for a long time. Hey, Guillermo, and I've been like, I don't know, I don't think so. But I'm like, hey, Guillermo, yeah.
Familiars are pathetic, desperate, low IQ.
So delusional,
losers.
Guillermo.
Yeah.
They live to do the bidding of their cruel, uncaring masters. Okay,
Yeah.
gonna open up the floor to any thoughts?
That I think that we should all have sex with each other. And then it would prevent us from being targeted by vampires.
Derek, you need to stop suggesting that.
I mean,
Yeah, totally, yeah.
he's right.
I took a trip to Nova Scotia at one point.
Woohoo!
Wee-hoo.
And you were very beautiful for a very brief moment. Wait, where did you get this necklace? You motherfucker!
Oh, no.
You could still hear her screams. It was a type of jade that absorbs human screams. Thieving bitch! Where is it? My mother gave it to me. She said, I can't wait to see you wear this
Bible.
for the rest of your life.
That is worse than a Bible. That burns my eyes.
Oh my god.
Sure, but they're not going to be having
Freaking call.
in 20 years. That's when they'll have applesauce sloshing around in their skulls. I like the commercials. I like to see what they come up with for the Clydesdales each year.
All right, folks. Who's ready for piping hot nachos?
Batteries?
Sean, those are batteries.
You see, there's various levels of over-hypnosis.
Oh, my
And it's not too serious, it's what's called weak brain. And if it's a fucking nightmare and you can forget about him, it's brain scramblies.
Brain scramblings.
Come on! How was that a yellow card? Are you kidding me?
No.
The proper etiquette is to put them out of their misery by murdering them.
Oh no.
We're not going to kill him.
Not now. We are taking a human shit together.
Have either of you two seen a jade necklace containing the blood-curdling screams of my dead mother in here?
Maybe check behind the Andy Garcia cross stitch.
Andy Garcia cross
Lando
stitch.
wants to kill Sean because he's got the brain scramblies. Because he's my best friend, he's my pal. He's my homeboy, my rotten soldier. He's my sweet cheese, my good time boy.
Laszlo, this
Wonder
is
if that was all improv. He just kept going.
Let's give him one last night to remember, one magical night on Earth before we him.
Wait, so you guys have never actually met or seen a real vampire?
I have.
Oh, that's
And became a vampire.
right. I
She
didn't
died
even
right in
realize
front of my
it.
eyes. But then she came back, and eventually she just vanished. She was such a brilliant LARPer.
I think Shanice and I might have a mutual friend.
Oh no.
Small world.
Yeah. I wish they'd bring Beanie
Hanging
back
out with
this
my
season.
3 favorite gerbils. How are you doing it? What's going on now? Oh, God, no, Mother Mary.
Wait for us!
Now that you've experienced the pleasure of flying, but
Oh, where'd that asshole go? Oh, what are you doing? It ain't natural.
Are you enjoying watching me, Sean? Get a good look at this! Wow! Sorry, Laszlo.
So we decided to throw you a little puppy party.
Look at that.
Look at that little puppy.
We did something really good tonight. I'm proud of us. My boys.
Oh no.
I guess I never really think about the victims or their families, feelings and emotions.
It's got consequences.
Killing vampires,
Yeah.
killing humans. You know, I devoted my life to it, so...
Oh,
So that's why
Guillermo.
Because vampires.
I think I left my toilet running.
You
If
sure?
they follow.
Yeah.
I'm just about to start crossbow practice.
He's
I
gonna
think
get
I'd be
them all.
Oh, sorry.
You're a mighty cool dude, Guillermo.
Oh, he's gonna get that kind of admiration he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, push to the left.
Yeah, you gotta throw your
Give
weight
it a
into
little-
it.
There you go.
He's worse than before. We've ruined him again.
All the more reason to put him out of his misery. Go ahead, Nando.
Yes.
Who's that piece of ass?
Mamalosha.
That is
Oh,
her
it's gonna
name.
be like he was back in the
You know
beginning.
She's your wife.
You are the most beautiful creature I have ever seen.
Stop messing around.
My undying love.
She's
Get
ready
out
to
a
cry.
junk drawer. What the hell is wrong with you? What is this? Oh, this
What?
is beautiful.
Oh, no.
Shwani, did you get this for me? It's my necklace. Oh my God, Shwani.
I suppose it is quite sweet. I'll just get it when they die.
So
she could wait him
we didn't
out.
need
Yeah.
to kill Sean after all.
We're off.
Hold on a minute. I may have overdone it. This one just pissed himself.
Who cares? Come on, let's go.
The superb
It was a good
owl
night for
celebration
Colin.
was a market success, even though the owl didn't show up.
Maybe we'll get the owl eventually.
I have the gift of eternal life.
Can you share this gift with me? I would love to be young again.
Yeah, that's not really how it works. If I turned you, you would stay forever like this.
I'll pass then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I love that we're back on the town. Like I love that we're in the house, but I do like the adventures when they see a bit of the city.
Get a little take of everything that's happening, especially interacting with other, characters that are not vampires,
Right.
that are unaware that they are vampires. So that's fun too, because you have these vampires that are trying to tiptoe around the fact that they're vampires, and then of course of him making a joke but then literally thinking they're vampires. It just spirals in typical Nandor and Laszlo fashion, and
Right.
they just go off the rails. And then of course you have Nadia doing her own thing, but it comes full circle with everything, and then the pendant. It was a lot of fun. And then of course you have Colin Robinson. I feel like it all just comes together. Like everything that they do,
Right.
it's just like it flows so well instead of it just being kind of there. Like there's always something happening with the characters, especially when you think about Colin Robinson, where he's like an energy vampire. You're like, okay, well, how does he fit in with characters that are actual vampires?
Mm-hmm.
But he fits in perfectly with them too, because there are so many things that they do together that you wouldn't think would fit with what he does and what
Right.
they do, but it comes so together, especially with this, when he's sitting there watching the Super Bowl with them and he's just draining them as they're having like their own adventure. It's great. And then of course you have Gilmore, that's weird. Gilmore doing his thing, and it coming full circle with the vampire hunters, and then the roommate.
Yeah, Jenna, man. Jenna, like, they did say that Beanie wasn't going to be in this season, but, there is a way that they can kind of incorporate it, too, because if Jenna just did VO, and she just kind of got stuck as an invisible vampire, like, they could still do things with her, but the fact that we can't even see her even if she was around, so there's kind of an explanation for it, but bringing in the roommate who was there the entire time, and tying it back into Guillermo, and seeing the vampire hunter group, definitely are going to come after Guillermo in the sense of, like, lead us, show us, like they're going to keep coming to him.
Right.
He's going to feel that sense of like need from them, like somebody who actually needs him, or at least actually pays attention to his quality or the abilities that he has, where he gets none of that when it comes to Nandor or Laszlo or Nausea, but seeing Guillermo finally kind of fit in with people, but you know he's gonna end up feeding them all to the vampires. Like, I feel like they're not gonna make it through the end of this season because he's gonna end up doing what he does, and that's protect his brood always in the end. But yeah, it was a lot of fun being at the house, and like you said with Colin Robinson, it's those social situations, that you see what would a vampire do in this situation, and you get to see what would an energy vampire do in this situation. So it does give you those fun situational comedy moments, and I just love the looks of the cameras that we're getting from freaking Colin Robinson. Like, he's like the new Jim when it comes to What We Do in the Shadows, and I'm more and more convinced that What We Do in the Shadows is basically just a supernatural office, and I love it because of that. Just the way it's shot. It's that mockumentary style, and yes, we know the movie did it too, but I think they honed the craft when it came to Parks and Recreation, The Office, and now they've done it to a point where it just feels right. Like, they can actually pull it off. I love those cuts with Nadia too, whenever she would just cut back into the hallway and she's just talking to the camera.
Yeah, she's like, it really happened.
So I took it very strongly. Thieving bitch!
I love how they're editing these shows, and that makes me excited to see where it's all going to go, because there's always that bigger story going on, at least when it comes to the higher council. So I'm wondering where the fallout is going to land in this season.
I know, because it was very subtle in the last episodes or so, where you have Guillermo going and staking out all of these vampires because they're coming and trying to kill them, because they escaped essentially from the vampiric council.
Sure.
So you still have that fallout situation happening in the background somewhere. So it'll probably come back later, and maybe there'll be some cameos later that we could see it once more. But right now we're just kind of going along with the ride of
the day-to-day.
The day-to-day with these four vampires.
Night, I guess.
4 vampires that are just out of time. Just out of their time and out of their element. But it makes for perfect
television. That's for sure.
But
Kismet, it fits. Thank you guys, everybody who showed up for our first couple reactions to What We Do in the Shadows. We appreciate you showing up for these. Over 1,000 of you viewing for each video so far. We consider it a success when there's over 1,000. So let's make this one over 1,000. Don't forget to be an Orange Cassidy, won't you? Hit the thumbs up, give it a like. You can also subscribe and do the thing
on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust. We talk antics, we talk What We Do in the Shadows, we talk The Office, we talk Star Wars, we talk all the things. So come talk with us.
Join the party. And you can also get full episode watch-alongs for What We Do in the Shadows available on our Patreon. Just sync it up with your own. I know it's kind of tough because it's got commercials when it's on FX, but either way, it's doable. But thank you guys so much, and as always,
no, it's time to say goodbye.
Party is over.
Bye.